Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's super windy, super freaking windy right now. I'm actually trying to kind of get burrowed by this freaking tree to block out some of the wind. But hey, I got a different video today. What it is it's kind of like a little challenge amongst us little diesel YouTubers. So right now I'm actually calling out Cameron, aka Everything Diesel, Patrick, aka Power Stroke Pat, and then we got my boy Eric at freaking OKC_67. So the video is just like the title says, everything wrong with my truck. And I'm actually taking this video a few days after because the original clip that I've taken, it got deleted on accident. So I'm actually taking this in the future, kind of, sort of. So I had to kind of redo it. But yeah, this is a little challenge. I'm just kind of going through the motions. You guys are gonna see what my truck has. You guys seen all the good. I'm gonna show you guys the bad, and not really the bad, I guess. Just kind of stuff that I just need to get fixed, and it's easy fixes, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, honestly, without further ado, hey, you guys are challenged. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay, so right here, you guys already know 07 freaking 5.9 Cummins. I'm not gonna go into all that detail or whatever, but we're gonna start at the front. So what a lot of people see in person, what they don't see on Instagram, you don't pay too much attention. This right here, I'm jumping right into it. Fog lights are busted. Yes, they still work, but my fog lights are literally busted. I haven't changed them because I'm gonna go with an LED setup. They're like 60 bucks on freaking eBay for the LED setup. I'm just like one of those super freaking lazy guys that just could care less. As long as it's working right now, I'm good. But I do want to switch to it. They're literally in my shopping cart. I don't know, I just rarely get on eBay and I just really don't think about it too much. But this one actually got cracked recently. So there. So if you guys can do a count on how many things are wrong with my truck. You're gonna keep that count. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, so we got our fog lights are cracked. They work, but they're cracked. Then we'll come along to right here. Actually, I bumped one of those big yellow freaking things in the parking lot. Just wasn't paying attention, kind of on my phone, and the truck rolled like a foot forward, and it actually did some decent damage actually, and I was actually really surprised. The parking lot was at a downslope, so that's that. And again, we have this up here. I think that's actually a really big rock chip off of a semi-truck or something like that coming off a gravel road. So that was that, yeah. So we got that. So the reason why I haven't touched this, because everything just needs to be, you're not just gonna repair this, you're gonna end up repairing the whole bumper. So that's why I haven't touched that yet. Oh, sorry guys. All right, had to take a call, but yeah. So fogs and the bumper look a little iffy. Then you go up to here, oh my god, I get so many messages, comments about my headlights, people wanting to build me headlights and stuff like that. I'm literally one of those lazy guys where it's not that I don't care, it's just, I don't know, I just be in my own world, not really minding, like, yeah, okay, my truck looks cool and all, in my opinion, whatever, but I'm just content where it's at. Obviously, I do want to get this repainted. Like, the clear is like really coming off these. Like, the color match is like really freaking on point, but it's just these third gen lenses, they suck. This one's like way worse, like right here. And I've had people restore them, and freaking let's get a better shot of that. Yeah, that right there. I've had people restore them, but give or take, no matter how good they are, about a month and a half, 2 months later, and they're starting to fog up, and then they just get all hazy. So I just said to hell with it. I'm just gonna end up buying a cheap set of headlights on eBay and just swapping the lens, because I just don't want to get them repainted. I'm gonna pull the LED concept strips out of there and just rock just straight clean freaking color matched headlights. I think this is pretty much it for the front end. I guess we'll kind of go ahead and dive into the engine bay. And when I say engine bay, we're kind of going to dive into kind of everything that's wrong, I guess, with the truck, and stuff, the visual stuff, I guess. So as you guys know from my last video, I did say we're going to wait for this video to post this, so you guys already know, man. I've been rocking this AC condenser for freaking ever. It's been beat up and bruised, hella highway miles. Freaking honestly, I do not know why. It literally looks like somebody just went, took their finger, and was just like, yeah, F this dude's truck. What? I honestly don't know. But hey, my AC still blows ice cold. Never a freaking issue in this Texas heat. freaking 105-degree days, and it's a freaking icicle in my truck. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. I know it looks really ugly, especially when, let's see, you can still, I mean, you can still see that. It's kind of hard to pick it up on camera, but you get down here, I mean, if you're walking by the truck, it does take away from the look of the truck. So eventually I'll get it done, but it's just super expensive. These AC shops out here are no freaking joke. All right, let me hop up here. All right, so not too much going on up here. Let's see where to start. I guess we'll do wiring since it's so freaking crappy. So this wire right here is actually my Rocklight freaking wiring. This shop, I've actually had 3 different shops redo my wiring for my Rocklights, and I'm really not sure why no one can seem to get it right. And it's not like I'm going to rinky-dink shop. I went to like one rinky-dink mom and pop shop, and all the other 2 were like legit, like certified diesel shops, or like custom shops and things like that. So I have no idea. And yeah, okay, the wiring's too easy to zip tie up. I don't know if they're just using like super crappy and brittle freaking stuff. Let me see a portion that I probably shouldn't do this. I'm actually probably gonna redo it this weekend, but look, I barely put my hand on that, and it just crumbles up right there. I can't tell you guys, there's so many times where I've came under my hood and there's been little plastic pieces right there on top of the manifold just sitting there, just melting away. So I don't know, but I'll redo that myself. We're gonna go right here. I don't have freaking engine problems, so we're just gonna skip that. I know that's probably what everybody's looking for. Like literally, I have no engine problems whatsoever. I've told you guys before, every time I turn my key, my truck starts up and I'm down the road. Only real issues under here, obviously, general maintenance, is batteries. So you will never see me with a yellow or red top battery in my truck. I got these freaking Walmart EverStart batteries. There's the specs for you. 650 freaking cold cranking amps, and I have obviously 2 of them. The reason why I had these batteries in here is because I had the same type of batteries on my 6.0, and on my 6.0 had a freaking sound system, and I had 2 12s with an amp, and they were just beating down the block. And I'm talking about, I used to beat the crap out of those subs, and those batteries held up like no other. And these are literally $49 a pop, so $49 each at Walmart, and you get, I don't know, I think it's just like a 1-year warranty. So I'm probably actually due for this one. But these are still cranking fine. They're doing me really good. Like, I'm not kidding. In my 6.0, I literally used to. So I'm not kidding when it comes to those batteries. I literally used to turn my truck off, and I used to just like turn it to like the accessory power, and I used to just like thump my subs like freaking crazy. Like literally I was thumping them like as if the truck was on. I had no capacitors, no nothing. Literally an amp, some subs, and just 2 batteries that, you know, the trucks ran off of, and that is it. And once those batteries could take it, months and months and months of abuse, I'm sold on these Walmart batteries. So until they start switching up how they make these batteries and they're just straight crappy, I will forever buy these batteries. So the truck is semi-warm, so we are going to do a blow-by test. So let me go over here. So I do encourage every YouTube guy that I have challenged, do the blow-by test. Let's just see it. Let's just do the blow-by test. So literally no hints or no tricks and gimmicks. Come over here. So I'm gonna take the cap off. It's really windy, but I'm gonna take the cap off. I'm gonna turn it upside down, and I'm gonna sit it on top of where the oil goes, and we'll see what happens. I'm not holding it down, I'm just trying to keep it, because since my truck's squatted, it wants to fall off with all the vibration. But as you guys can tell, it's not popping it at all. He's just vibrating it off. Yeah, so with that being said, we're gonna get to the next subject, which is the transmission. Transmission is gonna be a funny story. But before I do that, I'm gonna pull up my tuner. I have not cleared the tune, so my truck does have a check engine light on it. So I am gonna show you guys all my codes that I have. So everything is like legit, like 100%. This is literally the truck I drive every day. All right, let's get on in here. So as you can see, your boy definitely actually needs to fill up. Your boy is tripping. The tuner says I got 10% though. I typically never let it get this low, but I honestly just haven't been driving it. And San Antonio is like huge, and the cheapest diesel is like on the other side of the city. But yeah, as you can see, my check engine light's on, so we're gonna go right here. I'm trying to get it to stop vibrating because I'm trying to use this with one hand, I'm sorry. So this is my Edge CTS2 Evolution, and it's also, you can see your gauges, and it's also a tuner. So this is the tuner version, not just your just the gauges. So we're gonna go right here and bring that camera out some. We're gonna go right here to diagnostics. We're gonna see trouble codes, read trouble codes, and we're gonna pull everything up. So this is what we have. We're gonna go through these one by one. My intake air heater system performance. So when I looked that one up, I believe it to be my grid heater. So my grid heater cord under my hood is messed up. So technically my grid heater is not even connected. So I think that's what tripped this code right here. I could be wrong though. Right here, camshaft position sensor performance, bank 1 sensor. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did some research on it a while back. I really can't remember what it actually meant. I can do it again, but like I said, actually no. Actually when I bought this truck, I drove it to Georgia and it threw the code, so I freaked out. I was like in Louisiana, I freaked out, looked it up, and apparently what it was is, apparently it was like a dirty sensor or some crap like that. I had to replace a sensor. So the sensor was replaced, the code went away for the longest, and then it came back. And then so I reset it and it came back. But then just the reality of it was my truck still drives fine. It's like, it's crazy. I've sent it to a shop for a diagnostic, and they didn't even see where this code was coming from. They checked the sensor and it was fine. So I left it alone. Oh, it's about to time out. So I just said screw it. So this one right here, this right here is your torque converter or your overdrive solenoid performance, P1740. So you will see a lot of, wait, let me check. Okay. So this is dealing with the transmission, and this is what I was going to get to you guys next. I'm actually going to turn the truck off. So the codes are still going to be there as long as you just keep the key to run. So the codes aren't going to reset. Not trying to yell over my freaking truck. All right, there we go. So you just got to leave it and run, and the screen won't turn off. But yeah, so the solenoid, so with these freaking 48 REs, they're legit known for crapping their solenoids. So I actually have the new solenoid. I got the, it's like called like a transducer or something like that. And then I got a new solenoid from Borg Warner, which is what everybody recommends. I replaced it, and the code came back. So I'm not really sure. Obviously, like I said, I'm literally driving this thing every day, trailers and all. So I mean, I don't know what to say, man, to be honest with you. I've just looked up and down in the forums. There's a lot of guys that their truck's doing the same thing as me. Their truck's still running fine, but it throws that code. So I do know that some guys, it will throw their tranny in limp mode. So I think I've actually went into limp mode maybe once. Thought my tranny was burnt up. I reset the code and it went away. So I'm honestly not sure. I probably should have digged into it, but if it's not fully broke, don't fix it, in my opinion. That's probably bad, but yeah. We got P0868, line pressure low. So essentially what that means is not enough transmission fluid going through your lines to the transmission. Maybe that could be one of the causes why it keeps throwing that last code. Or maybe that code is what's causing this, but I don't know. But literally, like I said, my truck will freaking drive from here to Maine, Texas to Maine and back. So, and just fine. So, I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. And this is also, so this is your governor. So, I think it's what it was called, like the governor pressure solenoid or transducer. I don't know, some shit like that. But, so basically, these last three right here are straight tranny related. Oh. So this is all transmission related right here. And as you can see, P7 or 1740 is close to 1757. So I'm pretty sure they're in the same bank of codes. So this is all dealing with your tranny right here. But like I said, and that is it. Because if it wasn't, I would have a little arrow down here. So yeah, like I said, let me turn this key off. Like I said, I'm the type of guy, I'm going to put everything out there on the table. My truck is not freaking perfect. If you test drove it, you would think the opposite. You would think that this thing shifts like butter. But, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. My truck gets throwing codes. So if you guys ever see like on Snapchats or Instagrams or things like that, you see my check engine light, that's literally what it's from. Like, I'm not even kidding. That's literally what it's from. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's obviously not a dud or whatever. This is the last year of the 5.9. So I feel like when they put this engine in and this transmission, they just did all the stops for this thing. Friggin' just put everything that they could in it. And I don't know. Maybe I just got one of the good ones. Because I know there's some guys out there, they're 48 RE transmissions. As soon as that thing throws one little code, you're done. You can't drive it. So, I don't know. We'll see. Front end components, man. I mean, that's really it. I got my front drive shaft in there. Freaking doing things every now and then. It's not, honestly, it's not really much. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. It's not really too much. I guess we'll stay on the exterior. My rear setup, not any problems with my rear setup. I can get up in here. Got the airbags, leaf springs. As you guys see, let me get it up under here. My reverse level freaking setup with the airbags. So my truck's not hella squat, and I got like 41 pounds of air in there. So we're not squatting. But sticking on the exterior, we do have dents right here on the bed. Really nasty dents. I actually bought the truck like this. Just haven't got them fixed. I don't even think you can fix these. I think they're probably just gonna tell you to get a new tailgate for how old this truck is. So that's that. I do want a new tailgate with a little duck fin, because I think it was the sports models that came with like a little kind of like a spoiler on it, and it looks dope as crap too, especially if you get it color matched. That shit looks boss. You go right here. I have this dent. Everybody's always messaging me about that one, talking shit. And this one too. Sorry, this one was actually a door ding from like Walmart or something. I believe it was a shopping cart when I used to sit a little lower. Yeah, so I got that one. This one, I can't remember what happened with that one. But it's in like a really crappy spot too, because it's literally as the bed curves around. So, yeah, then I got this dimple in the door. Right there. And, that's really it. I think I got this little, no, that's actually dirt. Where's it at? Oh, this is right here. These two nicks right here. So you got, let me get it. This isn't, no, what the hell? Oh, it's this one, okay. This is like, not to bare metal, but close to it. This is actually when I had the Laramie chrome trim, the factory chrome trim on the side of it. I had a shop debadged it, and what I disputed what they did is because my truck, it wasn't on some cool wheels, it was on some stock grandpa wheels, so they didn't really care. So I think they just went with some super hard stuff and was just like razors and crap, and they were just like trying to pull it off and scrape my truck, and that's what they ended up doing. And I tried to fight it, dispute it, because they were like, oh, there's probably just rocks under there, this and that. But if you actually look at this, man, this is, I mean, it was like super fresh. It was like super fresh, and they were like saying that it was rocks under the adhesive, so it just kind of cut it over time. So there's no way, because the cuts would have been dirty. There would have been like super dirt up in there and stuff like that. So it is what it is, whatever. I mean, the truck looks still good. It's just little nicks, but you're not gonna, I mean, I'm sitting on hella offset. I can't tell you how many times I'm driving on a road and I hear a freaking rock like hit up in here or hit my mirror or whatever. Oh, and that leads me to another thing right here. This mirror, stupid loose. Now, like I said, I'm one of those lazy guys, man. If it ain't fully broke, don't fix it. But maybe there's a screw in here that I can actually like put a screwdriver in here and like tighten it up, because this is like dumb loose. It's weird. If I ever ride it like that, it doesn't really move as much. But if I'm riding like this, I mean, I can still lane shift and things like that, but it's not really a steady picture. Mainly, I got the engine vibrating hella. I got the friggin' mud tires up front, so it doesn't really help it at all, but definitely need to tighten this up. And you go up here, oh my god, to my fenders. This is a long list of stuff. You go up here to my fenders. When I first got on offset, I freaking, like, look at the body line. Come down, and bam. Weird thing is, though, is when you open the door, it doesn't like creak, it doesn't scratch on it or anything. I think there's just like a thin hairline of space in between it, so it's fully not touching. But yeah, when I first got on offset, I turned into a parking lot and actually got my homeboy Jacob with his, he's actually boring. I think it's boring 5.9 on Instagram. You can check him out, but he actually just sent me a picture. He was turning into a parking lot, something like this, except it's one of those parking lots to where it's like a big dip when you're coming into the parking lot. Man, I did that thing on my first set of 16 wads. Oh my freaking god. This is what happened right here. It pushed that thing so far back, man. And then I said I was going to learn my lesson. Apparently I didn't, because I did it again on this side. I have never trimmed anything on this side, but oh my god. And I actually did it a few times. I actually cut the fender out just a little bit. That was actually when I was on 20x12s on 33 1250 tires. They could clear everything but the fenders, so I just cut the fenders. The fender liners. Not my fenders, just the fender liners. Alright, so like I said, if you watched my last video, you've already seen this. Let me squeeze in here. For interior wise, it's this right here, man. I really hate that this has gotten this bad. The seat's really still comfortable, but I mean, I really hate that it's gotten to this, man, because coming from me, my personal self, like I said, I told you guys I owned a car wash, so coming from a detailing guy, freaking seeing this is just like, man, I freaking hate it. But I put a lot of miles on this truck, and this definitely didn't help, especially when I kept sliding in and out of the seat. I knew it was going to go, so I guess I just stopped caring, to be honest with you. But let's get up in here. I don't really count this. This is just a steering wheel cover. Not really too much up here. I don't even have a cracked windshield. So, I mean, I guess that's a plus, especially in these Texas roads. Some stuff in there. Not much. No, nothing really. Let's go to the back. Oh, yeah. Talking about the back. Oh, shit. So, first things first. With this, so I have a freaking husky, 65, 70-ish pound dog that I lay my seats down every time, so it's not going to fully close because I got stuff under there, but I lay them fully down, and that's why you see, I don't know if you can pick it up, all the dog hairs in here. I vacuum it out all the time, but you're not going to get all husky hair out, or any dog for that instance. But so usually when me and him are freaking chilling or whatever, he usually stands his paw, or puts his paws up here as he's holding his head out the window. So over time, he just kind of broke my freaking clips. So I've actually been looking for other door handle things or other control panel things on eBay, or just maybe I just go to a junkyard or whatever. It's just hard to find them in this color right here for the Laramie trucks, or I think maybe the SLTs with this color, but it's super hard to find these. So that's why I still, and it's going to be the same on the other side as well. I think I can pull this out, and you see right here, just from the weight of him, I guess just from pushing him in and like moving him, because he's heavy as hell like that, flexing it, it just broke the clips over time. So not too many people get back here. Honestly, it's just my dog and my kid. So I guess that's why I haven't been too worried about it, but I do want to get it fixed. Not any problems back here. I got my DVD player. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up. I probably could shampoo this roofing liner, whatever, but that's about it. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. It's honestly not gonna be too much. Got all that freaking crap back there. See, like I told you guys, it's the same like on this side, except, oh look, this one still actually has the clips on this side, but there's none on this side, so it's not even gonna hold it in. So you see, yeah, so looks like shit. I know, I hate it. That's gonna be it for this, man. And you go to this seat, there's a few cuts in this seat as well. We'll see what we can do about upholstery or something. I really hate this. Like, I take care of my truck freaking like no other, man, and I really just hate that. But other than that, I think that's honestly gonna wrap it up. I'm literally like looking for stuff because I want to tell you guys like everything that's wrong with my truck. Let me think. Okay, so I actually have been walking around my truck for like the past 5 minutes, and I couldn't find anything else that was wrong with my truck. That's basically it. So like I said, this isn't throwing any shots. This is just a friendly challenge amongst some YouTubers, some good guys, and just kind of one of those things where you kind of see something different. So like I said, I see Power Stroke Pat and Everything Diesel. I see y'all watching. Hey, go ahead and go outside. Go ahead and start recording, because I told you I was coming. So no, but that's gonna be it, guys. Hey, if you like what you see here, drop a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and I'm gonna push some more stuff out coming. I believe my next video, or maybe not the next one, but I'm actually gearing up to stain my gooseneck trailer. I finally found the stain that I wanted, the color that I wanted, and the quality of it, I guess. So that's gonna be in one of the upcoming videos. So hey, stay tuned for that one. All right, hey, y'all be safe out there. Peace.